Hello, this is Spartacus here, and welcome to another video where today I'm going to be doing another best class setup for you guys in Black Ops 3. And today I'm going to be doing the BRM light machine gun, and this is like, I don't know if it's my favorite light machine gun or not, but I've used this gun a bunch, and this gun is absolutely amazing. Now, of course, to get like gold camo for this gun, you gotta get like 100 headshots, and you gotta do the other challenges, and I think you need 10 revenge kills, which honestly isn't too hard. Like, light machine guns are so easy to get gold, guys. It's like really easy, but when I make these videos, I have to get gold on the weapon first, but since I already have dark matter, which means I have gold on every single weapon, I can pretty much just do any weapon I want now. But yeah, I obviously, of course, already have gold on it, and now I'm going to be doing a best class for you guys on the BRM light machine gun. So let's get right to it. So the first attachment I am using is Quick Draw. So Quick Draw, what it is that it enables for you to aim down your sights faster, and it really helps on light machine guns because light machine guns typically aim down sights slow. So putting that on a light machine gun is really helpful, and it helps in like many situations. And then the second attachment I use is fast megs. The reason why I use fast megs is because light machine guns are also slow at reloading. The thing about light machine guns is that they're pretty much slow at doing everything. They're usually slow at your movement speed, except for Black Ops 3. They like made that a little bit different. I think Advanced Warfare. But light machine guns are typically supposed to be like slow moving weapons. You aim down the sight slow, you reload slowly, and all that kind of stuff, or possibly shoot slowly depending what gun it is. Like the BRM doesn't have that fast a fire rate to it, but the reason why I'm using fast megs is because, like I said, it reloads slowly, and I just really love the feeling of having a light machine gun and reloading fast. So fast megs, very useful, and it's amazing. Then I use a third attachment here, and this attachment is called rapid fire. So rapid fire, we all know, makes your gun shoot faster. In the BRM, it's one of those light machine guns that doesn't shoot very fast, but putting rapid fire on it makes it shoot a lot faster, and you can tell the difference between rapid fire and without rapid fire. And with rapid fire, you can kill enemies a lot faster. Now, the one thing you should take note of is that when putting rapid fire on this weapon, this gun does kick more, so there's going to be more recoil added to the weapon. But the reason why I'm not countering that with the foregrip is because I am able to manage the recoil on this weapon very well, with or without the grip, even with or without rapid fire. And it's just something that I've noticed, where if I put rapid fire on this gun without using grip, then I can basically just wreck people. Like, I can maintain my accuracy very well. For someone who's played Call of Duty for a long time, you can basically maintain accuracy very well, and you guys probably can too if you're like me. But there you go, you guys. Those are all the attachments. So we got Quick Draw, fast megs, and rapid fire. So let's go into the secondary weapon here, which is basically just a rocket launcher, because when I use light machine gun classes, I typically use rocket launchers as my secondary weapon, and I'm using the black cell. Now, honestly, there's only like 3 rocket launchers in this game, the third one being something you get from a supply drop, which I've never even gotten before. But I use the black cell other than the XM53 because it has more ammo, and the bad thing with the black cell is that you can't really like shoot enemies with it. It can only lock on to like the safeguard robot or score streaks. But honestly, like, that's what I use rocket launchers for. I don't use rocket launchers to kill other people. I actually use them to destroy score streaks. And black cell's awesome because it has like 4 rockets on it, and it just really helps destroying kill streaks in game. And yeah, there you go. That is my secondary weapon for the BRM class. Now, let's go on to the lethals and tacticals here. I only have one lethal, no tacticals at all. My lethal is a C4. Now, like I said before, when I use a light machine gun class, actually I don't think I even said this, is that I use them as like a defense class. Like, every single time I use a light machine gun, I use it as like a defense class. And using the light machine gun class, like the BRM for example, it's very good for taking out score streaks because I have a rocket launcher, and C4 is very good for clearing out enemies and objectives like hardpoint or even domination, you know, all that kind of stuff. And the cool thing about C4 in this game is that when you place it down somewhere, it'll actually tell you when there's an enemy nearby that C4, so you can detonate it and kill them. But I actually sometimes don't use C4 for that. I actually use C4 as like a tracker device, where if I'm camping in an area, I know it sounds terrible for me to say camping, but typically I do camp with a light machine gun class sometimes. But if I'm camping in some building and I can place the C4 down, now I could blow up the C4 when an enemy walks by, but to me it just tells me that there's an enemy nearby coming up to my position, so I'll turn around, look over there, and I'll kill the enemy, and the enemy wouldn't even like realize it. So yeah, C4 is very good at detecting enemies and of course killing enemies out of objectives. So C4, highly recommend it. It is awesome. Now we're going to go to the final thing here. It's going to be called the perks. Everyone loves the perks. Like, what perks do I use for these classes? But yeah, the perks I use for perk 1, I use Flak Jacket. Like I said before, it's a defensive class. I like to actually survive, and while I'm defending an objective, I'd like to not be blown up by explosives, so Flak Jacket helps a lot. It helps so many situations. Like, I only use this class in objective game modes because, like I said, it's a defensive class. Every single light machine gun class I use is a defensive class because I like to consider light machine guns to be a defensive weapon. And so Flak Jacket, amazing perk. You will not die by explosives. Well, you can get injured. You can get injured by them, but you just won't die by them. And it's very satisfying not dying by explosives all the time. So perk 2, I'm actually using Cold-Blooded. Now what Cold-Blooded does is that it makes you not targeted by ground-based AI score streaks, and you are also immune to thermal optics. So that's pretty cool. So if an enemy is using like a thermal sniper, which is basically what everyone uses thermal on snipers. Like, if someone has a sniper and they have the thermal on it, they cannot detect me. I will not glow orange. I'll basically blend into everything else around the map, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's very useful. I'm glad I'm not immune to thermal. But the thing I use it is so I'm immune to ground-based score streaks, which means like a Cerberus, or there won't be like a hexagon around me when someone's controlling HCXD. Basically anything that's a ground score streak, like a GI unit. That's another thing. One thing that actually does not work is wraps. Now that seems kind of weird actually, because when you see an enemy wraps, of course they're like these balls that are like rolling around on the ground, and you think that's a ground like base score streak, but it's actually considered air score streak just because it comes from the sky, you know, it comes from a ship from the sky. So I find that really weird. So I am not immune to wraps, sadly, but I am immune to like GI units or Cerberuses, which is really useful. And when I see a Cerberus, an enemy Cerberus in the map, it's easy for me to destroy it because I have a rocket launcher and the Cerberus cannot see me, unless of course someone is controlling it. And so Cold-Blooded, very useful. I'm immune to ground-based score streaks. It just helps in a lot of situations. And for the last perk here, we have Engineer. The reason why do I use Engineer? Now, since this is a defensive class loadout, the reason why I use Engineer is that if an enemy has an objective, whether it be hardpoint or domination, I need to know if they have their equipment there. Do they have any lethal or tactical equipment laying around? And I can see those equipments through walls or any type of object, right? And that really helps in situations where I want to capture objective. Like, let's say I'm going to go to the domination flag and I'm trying to capture it, but all of a sudden this trip mine goes off and I'm dead. But if I had Engineer on, I would be able to see that trip mine and I won't be able to die by it because I can see it through objects. And it's just Engineer, very useful for being a defensive class. And there you go. Those are all the perks, you guys. And that is not just all the perks. That is my entire class for the BRM loadout. It's like I said before, guys. It's a defensive LMG class. It's a very good class in my opinion. I highly recommend you guys try it out because I totally have been like kicking some people's butts. Now in the gameplay you guys have seen or are seeing on your screen right now isn't the best gameplay in the world, but at the end we do eventually start kicking their butt really bad, and I did really well in this game that I just got recently. So yeah, this is my BRM loadout. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a rating for the guys feel this video deserves. And what do you guys think of this loadout? What do you think of the BRM in general? It is a light machine gun, so it's a slow moving weapon, so that's why I like putting attachments on there that make the weapon faster. It aims down sights slowly, so I put quick draw. It reloads slowly, so I put fast mags. It shoots slowly, so I put rapid fire. I basically counter all the slow bad parts about this weapon and improve their speed for this weapon. It just makes the weapon so much better. So I really like to know, you guys, what do you think of this BRM class loadout, and what do you guys think of the BRM in general? So hopefully you guys all enjoyed, and I shall catch you guys later.